We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Goff. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Hands it off out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, and they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Left side complete to Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This is Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Fourteen. 14.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he finds Howard complete. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
These two teams all tied after one. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Here's Goff. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Fighting him off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
first down. It's Carson, and here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball is out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Big stop. Let's go. Get wide. Set. Check. 12. Shit. Four down. Switch. 25. Check 25.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
14. Check 26. Check 26.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Let him know. Alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He is going to find Hill here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On first down, Carson. 91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go back to Carson here on second. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give right side. It's Carson. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Man, These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He can't get him down, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carson will score. Touchdown, Seattle. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now they try the right side here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. There's gone. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Undercrush, undercrush. 14. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Go. Switch. Mike's 50. Here we go. Check. Here we go.
To throw again is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10. Right.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Got a man open, it's Ross. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now left side on the swing pass. Powering his way forward. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Switch. Shift.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds Funchess. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Man, 188 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of